Wait, no, don't click off the video. Okay, just because it says part 9, you don't have to go watch the other parts in order to watch this, because the other parts are just edits that I've been making to celebrate TADC episode 9, and this is a ranting video I'm doing celebrating TADC episode 9, so those things are completely different, and you don't have to go watch the other parts to watch this. Okay. So TADC, I've actually already done a ranting video about, but this one's going to be a little different because in this one I'm going to talk about how TADC impacted me and just why I like it. Aw, cute little chubbies. That's going to be the picture on the side for now. Cute little chubbies. Anyway. So I need to go get my list of things to talk about. I will be right back. By the way, these videos aren't scripted. I just made a list for this one because I wanted to stay on topic. I am back. So the first thing on my list is what TADC means to me. So I'm not going to say anything dramatic like TADC. I can't talk. Like TADC saved my life or TADC helped me out of depression or whatever. But TADC did direct me to murder drones. And that did become an obsession. That did save my life. I love murder drones, and TADC was kind of like the boost off into me getting into glitch shows, and that makes me really happy. In fact, my profile picture on Canva, which is the website I use to record these videos, actually is N from Murder Drones, so that's nice. Even though I didn't want to say anything dramatic, like how TAC saved my life or whatever, I do want to say I do find a safe space in it, especially with episodes 5 and 6. I hated episode 7. Episode 7 sucked. I understand why we needed it from a plot perspective, but I hated that one. Anyway, I find a safe space in shows like Just Add Magic or Murder Drones and stuff like that because I feel like I can become friends with the characters. That's why I like Percy Jackson so much because there are so many books. My safe space never runs dry. What is wrong with my voice right now? Anyway, let me go clear my throat or something or drink some water. I do not know what was wrong with my voice, but I think it's better now. So I find a safe space in TADC just because it's like a nice thing to watch. Like, obviously, it's a YouTube show. The animation's not going to be the best, and the characters aren't going to be super in depth. But it goes in depth enough that I feel like I don't have to exactly be obsessed with the show, but I can watch it casually and get a good glimpse at all the characters. Also, I like editing about it. There's certain things that I like editing about, like Harry Potter, back when my channel first started. Why is my voice doing it again? I think I fixed it. So, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah. With Harry Potter, when my channel first started, I hadn't seen the movies, I hadn't read the books, I just liked editing about this Harry Potter guy. It's kind of the same way with TADC, except I actually know a lot more about TADC because I keep up with the show and watch it. It was an obsession for a little bit, but not right now. If you guys have seen my showing you my paintings video, which no one has because it has 0 views, someone fix that. Anyway, I showed you guys my painted chair, and on that chair, each panel had like a different painting on it, and one of the paintings was TADC because I do love it enough to put it like there. Also, my desk, I have a bunch of drawings of TADC on my desk and stuff. It's another thing that I like to draw too. Now we take a turn for the worse. The TADC community. The TADC community has been tense lately. Because Gooseworks said that Jax was the main character of the show. I don't have a problem with that. I actually love Jax. Controversial opinion, but I love him. I've loved him ever since episode 1. I don't care what he does. I like his character design and I like his voice. He sounds like Angel. Angel Dust from Hazbin. Anyway, The community is so obsessive. It's so weird. Also, this this theory is so funny. The Reddit community in a nutshell. Guys, Kane is totally gonna be AM. Also, Jax is an NPC and Abel is actually human. Also, Pomni reached out to Jax with the yellow hand, and that's so significant. Also, Jax killed a child. What on earth? Anyway. The TADC community is so toxic. Gooseworks, I don't know if everyone that's watching this has seen the controversy, but Gooseworks said that Jax was the main character, Jax and Pomni. I've never seen a community have an issue with the main character of one of the shows being the main character. Like, if someone said that Pearl from Steven Universe was one of the main characters, like, no duh. And then the community backlash, like, no, Pearl is just a side character. No, Pearl isn't. Like, if Rebecca Sugars came out and said that Amethyst was one of the main characters of Steven Universe, and people reacted very negatively to that. Like, hello? It's the main character of the show. Like, you can't have a passion for the show while also having so much backlash because of the main character being the main character. Like, Jax has flaws. That's the point of the show. Like, the point of fiction is that characters have flaws and then they learn to get over those flaws because flaws are important for humans, for human beings. Sometimes they learn to live with those flaws. And sometimes those flaws develop and then they get better. Like, you guys see how this is kind of important to the plot, you know? Anyway, that's my take on things. Controversial opinions, maybe, but I don't really care. Guys, there's an airplane out my window. Anyway, one of my TADC theories is that Bubble is Abel, or at least some remnant of Abel. I'm sharing some future theories. I'll probably make a video on it sometime. I'm still trying to figure out, like, the logistics of how Bubble would have became Abel. But first of all, Bubble is blue. Abel was blue, apparently. Second, Bubble said, "You really were the lesser of the two. You ruined this," to Kane. And we know that there were two AIs, and we know that, so my idea is that Abel was trapped inside Bubble somehow, and they had, like, some sort of deal that Kane has now broken by hurting the cast, question mark? Or maybe it's because Kane made an alternate version of Abel, and Abel didn't like that? I'm not sure yet, but who knows? As I said before, Jax is one of my favorite TADC characters. He is so mischievous. I'm gonna make a ranking video about this sometime, like a tier list or something. He is so undoubtedly charming. I don't know why I like Jax. I just do. Jax has been my favorite since episode 1, and I can't tell why. Well, Angel Dust is also my favorite in Has Been, and I know that it's normal. The thing with me is people say that usually your favorite characters in shows are the ones that, like, reflect who you are, but N is my favorite character in Murder Drones, and then Jax is my favorite character in TADC, and those are two completely different characters. So I don't know why, when, how, where. I see a part of myself in Jax. I don't see all of myself in Jax. And I see none of myself in N. He is very optimistic. Jax is wonderful. That's my final take. Feel free to disagree. I wanna know why the community hates Jack so much. Like, everything that he does is for a bit, and everything that he does is also for masking. Like, if he lets his guard down and he does something genuinely, like, nice and passionate, then people are gonna start to wanna form connections with him, and he doesn't want that, because he wants to stay in his own little bubble and be protected from the outside world. So that's my take on Jax. I love him. I love him so very much. To end this video, I want to talk about my love letter to TADC. For the past about week, I've been making TADC edits every day, and there's one per episode. So the first one, the Pomni one, that one's about episode 1 because episode 1 focuses around Pomni. The second one is episode 2 because episode 2 focuses around Ragatha. The third one is episode 3 because it focuses around Kinger, and so on. And I love TADC enough to do this. I've made edits every day. Even if they're short, they were still hard to make because I would do stuff with I would do a lot of pictures. I would do stuff with with the with the what do you call them? Captions. This one is my personal favorite. The red and the blue in no one's gonna notice this, but the red and the blue in the bottom text is supposed to represent Cain and Abel. So when it's only blue, then that is just Abel, and when it's only red, that is just Cain. But that only happens once. Oh, okay. I tried to make Cain really creepy because that's how he is in episode 8. So, yeah. I hope that you guys got enjoyment out of this video. It was certainly different than my other ranting videos. I struggled figuring out what to say. But I hope that this was a good conclusion to my TADC series. Bye. Also, no spoilers for episode 9. I'm seeing it tomorrow. As of the time recording. This is coming out on the day that it comes out.